Hey everybody, Captain Mortgage here with another mortgage update. Today we're going to be talking about appraisals. So we're going to be talking about what an appraiser is and a few things that you should know about them. So let's start with what an appraiser does. So the appraiser is going to go out there and look at the property that you're trying to buy and determine a value of the property. This is different from an inspection because the inspector is responsible for seeing what shape the home is in. The appraiser is just there to make sure that the home's value is what you're buying it for. They are going to be looking at some basic things for inspection type purposes. They're going to make sure that the home is safe and meets the loan guidelines, but they're not there to test the electrical outlets or test the water or anything like that, or even to determine that the carpet's really ugly. So first thing that the appraiser does is they're going to go out to the house that you're buying. This is the house you're buying. It's beautiful, isn't it? So they're going to go out to that house and determine what value this house has. Now, the biggest thing to know is that they're not looking at the house next door or the house that's down the road. They're going to be doing an inspection based on recent sales. So they may find that the most recent sale is a house that's a little bit smaller than your house. So that may not be a very good comparable sale. So what they want to do is then go to the next house, which, oh wow, that one does have roughly the same dimensions and the same number of beds and seems to be a good comparable house to the one you're buying. So they'll scrap this one, which is smaller, and they'll go for this one over here that is a better comparable sale. Sometimes that does get a little complicated if you have a unique property or the area that you're buying the house in hasn't been a very active market, or if there's not very many homes that are really like the house you're buying for sale. So what does the appraiser do? So they're going to look at the home and say, yeah, this home is based on the purchase price you're doing, let's say $200,000. This home is worth $200,000 today, as is or subject to. As is means that there's no repairs needed or nothing needs to be done to the house to derive at that value. Subject to may mean that there's a repair that's needed. And so the current owners of the home will need to make that repair to meet guidelines and for the home to be valued at what you're buying it for. The other option that may come out is that you're looking at new construction to where part of the house isn't done yet. And so for the value to be there, obviously the house has to be done. So the appraiser is going to say this is subject to the final specs of the home being completed. So whenever that happens, whenever there's repairs or a subject to appraisal, the appraiser is going to go out there and say, I'm going to have to come back. And they're going to do a final inspection or a walkthrough right before the closing to make sure that everything looks good. That final inspection is going to be a couple days before closing, and it's going to cost extra money, typically about $150 for them to go out and take a look at that property. So that's the short and skinny on appraisals. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you are enjoying your new home. This is Captain Mortgage with Homeside Financial, Noah Asbill, NMLS number 1036147. Thanks. See ya.